When the sun rises each morning, champions rise with it, not by chance but by choice, because waking up strong is not about the time on the clock. It is about the fire in the heart that refuses to remain asleep while opportunities wait to be seized. The mindset of champions begins before the world even notices them, in the quiet hours when others still sleep, when discipline whispers louder than comfort, and when purpose overrides excuses. To wake up strong is to wake up with clarity, with focus, and with the unshakable belief that every day is another chance to sharpen the blade of greatness. Champions do not stumble into excellence. They build it brick by brick, day after day, morning after morning, refusing to allow laziness to rob them of their destiny. The first battle of the day is fought not in the world but in the mind, and those who conquer the morning conquer the entire day. Every decision made in those first moments shapes the path ahead. And champions know that consistency in small victories leads to monumental triumphs. Waking up strong means stepping into each morning with courage, with hunger, and with the mindset that nothing will stand in the way of progress. It means declaring war on mediocrity, rejecting excuses, and embodying the discipline that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary legends. Champions understand that the body follows the mind, and so the strength to wake up strong begins with thought, with belief, and with an inner command that demands more from the self than the world ever will. The mind must be trained daily to focus not on comfort but on progress, not on weakness but on strength, and not on limitations but on possibilities. When you wake up strong, you tell your mind that there is no room for hesitation, no space for doubt, and no tolerance for negativity. Champions refuse to be prisoners of their moods because they know moods change, but discipline remains unshaken. They do not wait for motivation to strike. They create their own drive by acting, by moving, and by showing up even when the feelings are not there. Each morning becomes an act of self-command, a moment of declaring that the day belongs to them, and not to distraction or fear. Champions rise early not to boast but to prepare, to sharpen their minds and bodies for the battles ahead. They carry with them the belief that every sunrise is a gift, an opportunity to push further, and a reminder that life rewards those who are willing to rise when others remain asleep. The mindset of champions is built on habits, because habits create the structure that sustains greatness even when energy fades. To wake up strong means you have trained your habits to work in your favor, so that your body and mind respond with discipline automatically. Champions know that greatness is not built by what you do occasionally, it is built by what you do consistently, and the mornings are where consistency begins. They build rituals that prepare their minds for focus and their bodies for endurance, and these rituals become the anchors that keep them steady through the storms of life. A strong morning habit is not just about productivity, it is about identity, about reminding yourself that you are a person of power, of resilience, and of unstoppable drive. Champions create their days by design, not by accident, because they understand that random actions lead to random results, but intentional actions lead to predictable victories. Waking up strong requires discipline not just once, but over and over until it becomes second nature. And when that happens, every day becomes a step closer to destiny. The champion's mindset is fueled by discipline, but it is also powered by passion, because without passion, discipline becomes dry, heavy, and unsustainable. Waking up strong means you wake up with a reason, with a vision so powerful that it pulls you out of bed before the alarm even sounds. Champions know that purpose is the greatest motivator, and they align their mornings with that purpose so every action feels meaningful. They are not slaves to routine. They are masters of intention, using every morning as a chance to live out their calling. Passion gives energy, and energy gives power, and power creates unstoppable forward motion. Waking up strong means reminding yourself each morning why you started, what you are fighting for, and who you must become. Champions do not wake up for comfort, they wake up for impact, for legacy, and for greatness that outlives them. Passion is the heartbeat of strength, and when you wake up strong with passion in your chest, no challenge can take it from you. The path of the champion is not easy, and waking up strong does not mean waking up without struggle. Champions also feel tired. They also feel weak. They also feel the temptation to rest longer, but they refuse to bow to those feelings. The difference is that they act in spite of struggle, not because they are superhuman, but because they have trained themselves to see struggle as a signal to rise even higher. Each morning they push through resistance. They reinforce their identity as unstoppable, and that identity carries them through the day. Champions know that struggle is not an enemy, but a friend that shapes resilience and builds character. They do not wait for easier mornings. They create stronger minds, because champions are not shaped by ease. They are shaped by resistance. Waking up strong means refusing to allow struggle to define you, instead using it as proof of your unbreakable will. Struggle sharpens the blade of greatness, and champions welcome it with open arms. Champions understand that waking up strong is also about gratitude, because gratitude transforms perspective and fuels resilience. Each morning is not owed to you, it is gifted to you, and champions recognize that every sunrise is an opportunity that millions never live to see. Gratitude fuels discipline, because it reminds you that your chance to fight, to grow, and to achieve is a privilege. Champions wake up not complaining about the pain, but thankful for the chance to keep going despite it. Gratitude turns ordinary mornings into powerful beginnings, because it shifts focus from what is lacking to what is possible. When you wake up strong with gratitude, you carry strength that cannot be stolen by disappointment or frustration. Champions understand that gratitude does not make them soft, it makes them unbreakable, because a grateful heart sees opportunities where others see problems. Gratitude is the fuel that turns daily battles into daily victories, and it keeps the fire of resilience burning even when the storms rage. Champions know that waking up strong also means guarding the mind against negativity, because negativity is the poison that kills dreams before they can grow. Each morning they choose to focus on growth, on action, and on solutions, refusing to allow toxic thoughts or voices to derail their progress. They feed their minds with strength, with vision, and with faith, because they know the mind becomes what it consumes. Champions refuse to waste their mornings scrolling through distractions or drowning in complaints, because they know attention is power, and wherever attention goes, energy flows. Waking up strong means you decide what influences will shape your day, and champions choose influences that build, not those that destroy. They know that the first thoughts of the day create the foundation for every choice that follows, so they guard those thoughts like treasure. Champions rise with strength because they rise with focus, and their focus keeps them immune to the distractions that weaken the masses.